You're the Spurs guard right here. You got to get up and force this guard this way. This is where you want the drop coverage to be because Valanciunas is rolling right into a backside defender. When the drop coverage is this way, Valanciunas is rolling into 0 backside defenders. You got to just guard if you're the Spurs player right here, all right? If the screen gets set, fine, the ball screen defense will execute. But what you can't do is look at this player leaning towards a screen that never gets set. So now you can't guard. Okay, if you're running drop coverage on a pick and pop, stop. This big is never getting back out. So when this pass gets made by Brandon Ingram, this player's got to be sliding over because when this pass gets made, he's got to move here. And then this player slides up here and you go into the corner. But, I mean, like I said, I mean, this isn't much of a screen, but it is certainly enough of one. You got to drop over here. Like, I don't, like, what is this Spurs big doing? All right, we got a down screen right here that you got to be able to defend. The Spurs player's got to get attached with his arms out so this player can't curl. You force him out so this player can get over the screen. Like, you give this player no time to get over the screen. So now you can't guard this handoff because of that space. You're Doug McDermott. Get your feet set in a defensive stance. Look at McDermott here. He's not in a defensive stance. Look where his body momentum's taking him. This way as this player comes this way. So how he has the angle on you. What is this Spurs player doing? Why is he so unattached from his man? As this player comes across, you've got to be able to go over with him, the screen. So look what happens. You're not doing anything, so this forces an incredibly late switch. And again, you're not able to guard this screen now. So this shot goes up right now. Stop. If you're this Spurs player, don't stare at the shot. Neither this player too. Sprint back, okay? If everybody just stares at the shot, I mean, you know. So the Spurs don't defend this cross screen the right way. That's why Valanciunas is able to catch this ball so low. Okay, stop. Valanciunas is way too low. By the way, he's being defended by Doug McDermott. You got to send a double team. I mean, you have to. All right? This player's got to start to cheat over because of a pass out here. You got to rotate here. This player's got to get up, rotate here, here, and the man that doubles just comes here. But, you know, or you can just let this happen. Not have guys just staring at the shot, all right? If you're the Spurs player here, don't stare. Just start getting back now. Start getting back now. You just staring accomplishes nothing. See, you're just staring. So now look. Now this Spurs player had to worry about guarding both Pelicans players, so he can't focus on actually guarding one of them. Okay, so this Spurs player gets beat off the dribble by C.J. McCollum right here. Okay, so if you're this Spurs player, you're not in help because you have your back turned to the ball, which you can never do. So your focus should be Valanciunas, and you got to be battling for real estate and initiating contact with Valanciunas. You have to. Like, what else are you doing? Like, you just let Valanciunas get all the way into the charge circle, so now this offensive rebound is very easy. If you want to be in the gaps defensively, you've got to be in a defensive stance with your feet set. Your feet cannot be taking you inward. Look at how your feet are taking you inward. You're never getting out to Trey Murphy now. It's the same thing. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Your feet can't be taking you inward if you're playing into the gaps, or you're never getting outward. Okay, so you're guarding Brandon Ingram in the post right now, but this Spurs defender, when he turns to face you up, like, okay, he's turning right now to face you up. Now it's time to get in a defensive stance with your feet set. See, look what's happening now. Look at how he has feet aren't set, moving his feet upward. So you moving upward while Brandon Ingram's going downward doesn't work. Okay, so this Spurs player is not in position to guard Brandon Ingram. He just isn't. Okay, so that forces a double at the rim. See, this is where communication is huge defensively. If this player is... Someone's got to take Larry Nance, right? So this player's got to say that he's taking Larry Nance. He's helping the helper. So that means that this player knows, okay, I need to sprint and sprint now to the corner. See, you can see there's really no communication because we got two Spurs players collapsing on Nance and no one even attempting to try and get to the corner. And the Spurs player is not in position to guard Brandon Ingram, so Gorgui Dieng comes over and helps, all right? So if Dieng's coming to guard the ball now, you need to come out here. Forget about guarding Brandon Ingram. You got beat. That's fine. You need to go someplace else. Dieng takes the ball. But if you're switching this handoff, it has to be a lot better than this, all right? So this player's got to be up here so that when this player comes off the handoff, you're ready to guard. Now, so why would that be the case? Because we really want to force Brandon Ingram this way, okay, and have the drop coverage here. Because now this big can play up on the ball, all right, because we have backside help right here for Valanciunas, right? If a skip pass is made, it's an easy X out. But that doesn't happen, and Brandon Ingram's wide open. Cannot lean towards the screen. Going to get beat the other way. Okay, what is this Spurs player doing here? This is drop coverage. So if it's drop coverage means you drop underneath the ball. Like, look at this. This is you're late. If you're the Spurs big, there's no reason to be dropping this far, all right? Get over here and get up a little bit, all right? Because there's nothing to worry about with Valanciunas. You have a backside defender right here and one right here. But, I mean, this is a warm-up shot. I understand that you're coming over late to guard Valanciunas, but please, you got to get up and battle with Valanciunas now, okay? Like, there can be no more space given. I mean, okay, so this shot goes up. Stop. Okay, so if you're the Spurs big, you need to be getting back. By the way, this player, too, needs to be getting back, all right? I don't know why he's just staring. But this Spurs big is going to go towards the ball, which is just a ugh. Enough of giving Brandon Ingram practice shots. Get up here. Just play up on the ball. Valanciunas has nowhere to roll to. There's backside help right here and potentially here. But, like, I mean, this is like warm-up shots. If you're coming to trap, it can't be just willy-nilly. You got to have your backside ready, all right? So right here, Doug McDermott, if this pass gets made here, Doug McDermott's got to go here. And then this player would rotate here, and this player sprints to the corner. Or you can have this player go to the corner, all right, and Devontae Graham go here. But if you don't rotate properly, it's all moot. You have to have backside help. That is not negotiable. This player's got to step up here. If a skip pass is made here, it's an X out. This player goes here, and you go from being in backside help to dropping here. But